Senator Tuberville.
Thank you, Senator King. Thank all of you for your service. Thanks for being here today. General Nakasone, I like what you said in your opening. We win with people. I think that's everything that we do, especially our country. You know, in your department, when you're looking to recruit people, obviously cyber is your purview. What other areas do you look for in young people? Information technology, what all areas do you look for in recruiting somebody for cyber?
You look for someone that can do critical thinking, Senator. That begins with it. There are more than just information technology majors out there that are successful in cyber. There are linguists, there are mathematicians, there are liberal arts majors. What we're looking for is someone that has an interest, has a passion to do this type of work, that doesn't want to leave work until they're able to get the access that's necessary for us to have an effect.
Is that growing? Are we losing more to private sector? How's that going?
So first of all, on the recruiting piece, the services have tremendous success in recruiting cyber forces. They're not having a problem filling it. I think the challenge becomes later on is there are a number of choices that young people have. And so I think we have to think a bit differently here. First of all, maybe we need to lengthen the obligation to become trained in cyber because it is so attractive. Secondly, I do believe that when you come to our forces, that's the only thing that you should do for your career. Much in the same way I've watched special operations forces be successful. When you become a special operations force operator, that's what you're doing all the time, and that's what they want to do. Our force is the same way.
Yeah, how's retention in your department of young people once they fill their duty? Do we have pretty good retention to re-up?
So it's a mixed bag by service, Senator. I can certainly come back to you with the numbers, but the challenge, of course, is that there are a lot of choices.
Yeah.
And so that's what we have to make sure that we're on guard for.
How concerned are you about TikTok and the influence that they're having on American kids?
So TikTok concerns me for a number of different reasons. One is the data that they have. Secondly is the algorithm and the control, who has the algorithm. Third is the broad platform. Influence operations, as we talked about previously, it's not only the fact that you can influence something, but you can also turn off the message as well when you have such a large population of listeners.
Yeah, thank you for that. General, you don't have a recruiting problem, do you?
Senator, I'll start that we are recipient of services, and I would want all to know that we're very integrated with their recruiting efforts, and there are some challenges out there for the services. Right now, your special operations team is not having a recruiting problem. We're at an aggregate at a very high level of recruitment, and the department's got a retention number, I think, that's one of the highest in decades, and we're right there along with them.
Yeah, you require the most rigorous training standards in the military, correct?
Senator, we require very high standards, and folks who want to come and be part of that journey, who have determination, grit, initiative, willingness to see something through, and frankly, what we really look for is a quiet professional, somebody who will do this mission and succeed, and then get ready to do the next one.
Would you agree that it's also the most riskiest part in our military?
Senator, there's a lot of our teammates out there across the services that do some incredible feats of both their mission and bravery. I'd say we're one part of what our department has as the most incredible military formation in the history of mankind.
That's a pretty diplomatic way to put it, General.
We do some really tough missions.
Yeah, very tough. I think there's a lesson here for the rest of our military, and it's not everybody, but America's youth want to serve an organization with purpose and patriotism. I mean, we all saw that growing up. In light, it seems people rise to standards that you set for them. I mean, I saw that in my former life of coaching. I mean, you set a standard, and most of the time, if you push them hard enough, no matter whether they want to or not, they'll reach that standard. So I want to thank for what SOCOM does and everything that y'all stand for, because you're on the front lines every day, and you're usually the first one to get there and the last one to leave. So thanks to your group and the people that stand up for this country and the patriotism that they have for us. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.